Spain has more on offer than its beaches at the Costa del Sol, Barcelona's Sagrada Familia, or late night tapas in Madrid. At Radical Trips, we like to explore the more unusual locations. For example,
dining alone in the world's
oldest restaurant.
This is so amazing.
It's spectacular.
Not one, but two locations which were good enough for
Game of Thrones. And these are the Throat of Hell baths.
We are here at the Snow White Castle. This is the best way to explore
Exploring the bizarre mountains that were formed by a Roman gold mine. And so much natural beauty, you will never want to leave. This is not a road, it's a field. And also, this isn't the ocean. That's 100 meters that way. This is actually a flooded sinkhole, only 40 meters wide, making this the smallest beach in the world.
This is Radical Trips. Hasta la vista, baby.
Radical Trips. Make your life great again.
Oh yeah! It's just like the lottery. They send you the invoice. For which amount? I guess 100 euros. But often I'm wrong. It's just 10 or 300 if we did something really wrong. Can we park here? I would say yes. I keep you posted. Let's go to our next destination.
We were off to the races. Our road trip takes us spiraling south, ignoring the touristic Mediterranean by exploring the exciting heartland of Spain. Calling our first destination otherworldly wouldn't be an exaggeration, since its lunar desert landscape was the movie set for the Dothraki Sea, which the young Khaleesi traversed in Game of Thrones. Yeah, I see the problem.
I think that if we...
Hey, hello.
You think you're gonna make it?
Well,
What do you think?
I think you can try, and then we try afterwards.
Oh, you have a car as well.
so we're the guinea pigs.
Yeah. No, I think if you You have one wheel here.
Do you think left is better or right?
Maybe right.
We did it!
Okay. Our turn.
Yes! No pressure.
It's okay.
We're good to go. So this road was not made for little cars like ours. Isn't this what adventure here is like?
Yes.
Karel is a little bit stressed. I think the last 30 minutes cost him about 5 years of life expectancy. You put a lot at stake, Karel.
Yes.
To make a good vlog.
Like what I said in Norway. Life is just taking risk and the rest is just waiting.
Oh! Holy shit.
Time for a risk assessment.
I think it's the wrong area.
We arrived at the point of no return. We're going back. It's too dangerous. The way back is dangerous as well, but those nice French people will help us get safe out of this area.
Why didn't we take a jeep? Hey!
Guys, you saved my life. It's okay.
Donkey band. All this crazy shit. Every time again, I don't know how we manage to get into these situations, but
You guys, there you go.
see ya. Thanks again, man.
It's okay.
It's too bad we have to return on the same path we came. We will lose a bunch of time getting to the actual destination. But you know, the destination is already where we're at. This landscape is something else entirely. Look at it. And just as the other day in Gatchi, am I saying that correctly?
Yes. I didn't count the stairs. We never know if it's 230 or 231. I'm sorry.
There's still time, Karel. Go back.
We are already 3 hours behind schedule.
Good point. And just as the other day in Gatchi, or whatever this crazy island staircase thing is called, Game of Thrones really has decided Spain is where it's at. And driving around here, the first day of our holiday, promises to be a good trip to get to know the less traveled areas of Spain. So stay tuned. And to even lesser traveled areas we were heading. But 2 people beat us to it. We know those guys. It's our French friends.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
You found something nice? No?
Didn't.
No oasis? They were looking for an oasis, they told me.
No. Or maybe it's dry.
So now you know what's coming, but amazingly we wouldn't believe it. It was Nietzsche who said, "Many are stubborn in pursuit of the path they have chosen, few in pursuit of the goal." Yep, he meant us. We were fooled by navigation yet again. Oh, really, Google? This is not a road. It's a field.
it's a dead end.
But at least we tried. We conceded to the harsh reality of our little red car being defeated by the desert, and now humbled, located
the tourist center. We'll go in and check it out to see what they will recommend. Visit the highlights for this national park.
Here you will find the Cabezo de Castillo.
This is here.
That formation.
Okay, great.
And beside it is that little
The start of the touristic route was strange enough. Surrounding a big pointy rock in the middle of a flat plain, a tiny military base was blocking the road. You are only supposed to go one way, driving clockwise around the military zone, which spans the entire middle field. The landscape was dull at first, empty grasslands or even bordering farmland. But after half an hour or so, we got where we came for.
We are at National Park Guandenas Royales. I know it's a... Huh?
Niet Royales. Bardenas Reales.
Bardenas Royales.
Reales.
Borneas Royales.
Bardenas Reales.
Bardenas Reales.
Natural Park Bardenas Reales.
National Park.
Natural.
Natural Park Bardenas Royales.
Reales.
Reales. Bardenas Royales.
This is the Natural Park Bardenas Reales.
Thank you, Rens. Sometimes my pronunciation is terrible, but I'm here with my good friend Rens. We are on a road. On the left side of it there is a military terrain, but on the other side there is some space where we can fly the drone. One of the things I really like is that we almost alone right here. I hear the wind. I feel 37 degrees sunshine on my skin. We are just enjoying nature. I think I have a 10 already. Yeah. Life is good.
Nada voy a hacer, rebuscando en las heridas del pasado. No voy a perder, yo no quiero ser un tipo de otro lado.
The highlight of the park attracted crowds, even during this first COVID-19 summer. A large group arrived just ahead of us, but they left again just as quickly, so we only had to wait for
2 minutes, maybe 3. And that's why I don't like bus tours, because you only have a couple of minutes per attraction. No, it's not good.
Trae la suave arena de tus manos, trae el agua dulce de tu risa, trae el pan más tierno de tu.
Have you ever seen something like this?
We hadn't, so ending our day with this famous crazy shaped rock felt like a success.
Venga un asopao y que la fiesta siga. No te vayas, deja que te dé su amor un loco en primavera. Deja que la lluvia fina.
New record, 40 degrees Celsius. Woo! Woo! Let's see if you can get another record this holiday.
Up next is a hotel, which is also a remarkable visual treat.
No te vayas, deja los zapatos en la puerta y ven pa' acá. No te vayas, que allá afuera está lloviendo y ya no escampa más. No te vayas, que nada es más importante si tú estás. No te vayas, que la vida es un poquito y nada más.
Let's fly a little bit. This hotel is just too beautiful not to show you how it looks like and what the village is like.
It's evening. We are one of the few guests in this hotel. It just opened a couple of days ago. It was closed for months because of COVID, and the surroundings are amazing.
Which concludes our first day. And we have even bigger plans for the next.
Listen to all those birds making all kinds of music.
One Spanish omelette and a few espressos later, we started our long day of 600 kilometers driving, with 3 promising locations along the way.
Vi que tu mirada ya estaba llamándome. Muéstrame el camino que yo voy. Tú eres el imán y yo soy el metal. Me voy acercando y voy armando el plan. Solo con pensarlo se acelera el pulso. Ya me está gustando más de lo normal. Todos mis sentidos van pidiendo más. Ese hay que tomarlo sin ningún apuro. Despacito.
Hey! Hola! And what I can really appreciate of these medieval towns is that it's these little details, the cobblestones, large blooming flowers. It's just incredibly picturesque. In the Netherlands we have the Efteling, our most visited, well-known amusement park, and there's Anton Pieck. And Anton Pieck was a Dutch painter, and he was well known for the architecture that's so amicable and so typical. You see it a lot in Germany and rural France as well, and this is a bit different. I think the color of the stones are different, but it's just very charming and very small. We came in right there below. There's a small street of houses leading up to the church in the middle, and we diverted a bit, not even avoiding the crowds because there are none, but we found this hilltop very peaceful. I find it tranquil.
For sure.
It's so weird. Not even vlogging with face masks, but of course wearing them in the first place. For our behalf, tourists visiting, they've installed these concrete and steel staircases. They even have concrete flooring put in, and the whole top of the tower is brand new. Well, if everything is repaired for tourism, they might as well have also installed a sunroof. Am I right?
Yes, you need a sunroof.
Man,
Take some time.
Spanish sun.
And the Spanish wine. Maybe some Spanish tapas. It's delicious.
That was good food. We are in a hurry again, so we were too comfortable. Now we have to make haste, which is awful in this heat, in order to get to our reservation at the Cinderella Castle.
Yo soy un poeta maldito nacido enfermo. Hace tanto tiempo que escribo que ni me acuerdo. Yo vivo en verano, mi alma vive en invierno. Caliento mi ego en el fuego de mi cuaderno. He aprendido a no torturarme por ser distinto. Aún le queda tinta a este boli con el que pinto. Todos los pasos que daba han sido por instinto. Y aún no me aprendí los caminos del laberinto. He perdido el tiempo, he olvidado el llanto. He sentido el viento llevándose mi quebranto. He curado
We definitely aren't going to make it on time to the tour that we ordered to see the inside of the castle. One of the inspirations for Disney, along with Neuschwanstein in the southern part of Germany, about which we made this video before. So go check that out. And in the meantime, we're going to Segovia and enjoy the scenery a little bit. But we are our own victims of our stupid planning every time. Again, we never learn our lesson, but we cannot show you the inside, but let's go to the outside.
Bueno, muy buenos días. Permítame la milonga, no quiero incomodarle, solo traigo verso y conga. Ánimo para el camello y que no nos coja el sueño. Es otro día bello para hacer real tu sueño.
We are here at the Snow White Castle and we only have 30 minutes in total. We made an appointment for a private tour, which originally started 2 hours ago, but we can't get in now. It's really a shame. It's a waste of money. And that brings me to the question we often get. Why are you guys traveling so fast? You missed the most of it. You don't talk to people. You don't take the time to walk around. You don't take the time to calm down. You're always on a hurry, 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 hurry. Relax and don't squeeze so much in a day. Every day we have a main attraction. And today it's the oldest restaurant in the world. The rest of the day we just try to squeeze in as much as possible. And it's a pity that this beautiful Snow White castle isn't one of those main attractions. So for those main attractions we do have enough time, trust us. So let's continue. We are off to Madrid.
We reached the heart of Madrid. Not to go sightseeing in Spain's world-renowned capital, but only in and out for our special restaurant reservation. We weren't sure what to expect, both in the experience as well as how busy the place would be. Even during this tough tourism season in the first COVID-19 summer, surely the world's oldest restaurant in continuous operation would still be popular.
So, just arrived. First to arrive actually in the Netherlands, and I guess in Northern Europe in general. 8 o'clock will be a fine time to dine, and getting a reservation will be difficult around that time. Here in Spain, not so much. They just opened. I'm quite excited to see how the food will be, how the service will be. I hope they will tell us something about what the restaurant went through in its history. But above all, I'm also very hungry. So I'm eager to get started.
And so was Karel when he received the menu.
Roast suckling pig. It looks so delicious.
Go for it.
Yes.
It will be a feast. Taking our orders, the waiter explained how this restaurant got to be the oldest.
The Guinness Book certificate.
Well, that's a good source.
It's original 1725.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Was it all in one family, generation on generation, something like that?
With this family, 4 generations, but it's Familia González, not Familia Gotin.
Is it really been open every day except for a few weeks during COVID crisis?
Yes.
So it was the first time it was closed.
In centuries' time. That's just so sad.
Yes.
And he could know, having waited tables at Botin for 29 years. For decades, he told us, nothing much has changed until the virus came in March 2020.
Very good, very salty. Fresh cheese. That's not from the 18th century.
On this late July Saturday evening, just 30 reservations were made, while up to 400 people can be served at once. We, therefore, had mixed feelings about our, in effect, unique private dining experience. In any case, it made our Madrid stopover even more worth it. And what about the food?
Are you ready? I'm ready. Well, it's good.
We are the worst food critics in the world.
And how's the lunch?
Good.
It's good. I'm doing the Karel.
Shut up.
I learned it from the best. Your first impressions? Terrible food vlogger you are?
22 out of 5. This is so amazing. It's crazy.
Oh.
It's crazy. Really happy. Give me some food. Give me some nice company.
Aww.
Yes, yes.
Aww.
Well fed and satisfied, we left the still empty restaurant. Our final destination after this crazy long day was a special Airbnb cottage hidden deep in the countryside.
This is what you get if you let me pick the Airbnb.
I'll tell you, finding the cottage was such a relief. Hey! A bed, at last.
Look at the cute house we rented. Today is relaxing day. We didn't even set an alarm clock. The second part of the night I slept outside because it was too hot inside. I woke up with a beautiful, warm Spanish sun. And now it's time for even more relaxing. Let's go to the bath.
We've arrived and we are going to visit the Throat of Hell baths. And they look amazing, here they are. And we can use some of that. It's again a very hot day. Might be well 35 degrees. It's people arriving all around, so we're not the first. But I hope we can get a spot and chill.
For the next couple of hours. At least.
And we're off. Will be a short hike. Maybe less than an hour.
There is yellow.
All right.
I think it's go up. Oh, there's yellow again.
We're following the yellow route, which is the shortest in order to arrive at the Throat of Hell, which the Spanish like to call the Garganta de los Infiernos. Sounds better that way. It's an interesting hike. It's not difficult. It's very bumpy. And it's well marked. I do love my rigid mountain shoes so much. You really need them on, on terrains like these. Therefore, it's really a shame that I didn't actually put them on when we left. So they're still in the car. And here I am doing the hike on sandals. We're here!
Yes, we're here.
Care for some refreshment?
Yes, sun, water. Yes, all that I need.
The Los Pilones were simply spectacular. Nature itself has created a water park fit for families, couples, teenagers and even their furry friends. But while the wide open pool was easy enough to reach, we came to lay claim to our private path. And we're not the ones to follow the beaten path. So with crowds gathering at both ends of the stream, we aimed for the very center. Our plan of attack: ascend the hill, cross under the bridge and commence the chill. And whatever happens, our film gear backpacks must be transported safely above the water.
Oh no! Don't do that, don't do that. No, not drinkable, not drinkable.
Freeze! What's wrong with that guy? And that one? And that one? No mask, no social distancing, irresponsible. We filmed those images in 2019, prior to Corona. The rest of the vlog was filmed in 2020. Let's go on!
We are in the midst of terraces and shopping streets only for pedestrians. Somehow we ended up here and this guy came up to us and he confronted us with, guys, what are you doing? Are you sure you want to be here? And we definitely weren't sure. But now we checked, or Kyle did. What are we supposed to do?
They have a deal with the police. So the police looks the other way and we can just drive to the hotel.
Alright then. Good morning, Kyle.
Good morning.
Why are you dressed like that?
Because it was really cold. And Rens had all the blankets. So.
Yeah, isn't it nice that when we asked for separate twin beds, well, this is what we got.
And you got the blankets and I got cold.
You can't have it all. Look at where we are.
Aunque no pueda, tengo la curiosidad. Aunque no pretendo quedarme, me da un poco de ansiedad. Y es que en la vida todo se puede, esté bien o esté mal. Pero podré vivir con la culpa de que al menos una vez más te volví a probar. Tu boca no pierde sabor a caramelo. Nos dejamos
And now for some word of advice from your friends at Radical Trips. Have people ever been mean to you and asked you if you have been living under a rock? Well then, be like us and just admit it. Well yes, actually, we have been living under a rock. And what's wrong with that? Because we even parked our car on top of it.
This is not our lucky day, because I just flew the drone and damaged its foot by flying into a mountain of sorts. Couldn't see it. Then Karel returned with the car to pick me up. We were supposed to film the car and follow it, and that didn't even work because of connection problems. So all of a sudden Karel was back where he left me. But he brought with him a flat tire. So that's inconvenient. I don't know if we can actually solve it ourselves. I guess we'll find out. And I guess that's where the tire should be.
No tire.
No! Oh, well. It's not the first time we are with car trouble in Spain. Last year it happened as well. And there I think it was the gearbox or something we destroyed by driving around in Mauritania. The minefield in between the border of Mauritania and Morocco. And the horrible roads, especially in the Rift Mountains of Morocco. And then we returned to Spain, luckily, but also then around in the southern part of Spain, in Malaga, then the car gave up and we were stranded on the side of the highway. And then we had to cancel our holiday. So now a year later, we're back in Spain and we messed up again.
It was all one big déjà vu. Again, Dutch insurance and Spanish emergency services wasted hours. And just as we were about to succumb to a heat stroke, salvation came.
Big empty parking spot because we do our research and that means you are getting an exclusive. Be fast because in a couple of years this parking space will be completely full.
Let's state and acknowledge the obvious. This is a Smurf town. And I'm guessing historically they've chosen a blue shade of color for whatever reason. Maybe practical, maybe this shade of blue was better to keep out the heat. Maybe was just cheaper. But then probably one cheerful resident had decided, well, if I have a blue house, why not go all the way, lean in and make it a Smurf house. And after one comes the other. Before you know it, it gets out of hand and you have a Smurf town. And it's funny. Here, look. And it's like a free amusement park of sorts. You can walk around maybe for an hour and find all these details. Wall paintings, little playgrounds such as this one. There's a few others I've spotted. Of course, you can get your photo taken with Big Smurf. Father Smurf? I don't know. Large Smurf? Grandpa Smurf? You know the guy. They've done a good job. Not sure where Karel is. His legs are shorter, but okay, I guess he's on a holiday too.
Llega la pista y como siempre la domina. Si suelta suave cuando te mira, te da de su vitamina. Tiene un tumbao acaramelado que me gusta cuando ella mira de lado. Va perdiendo siempre el control.
Just in time for dinner, we had to see the famous city of Ronda. Built on 120-meter high cliffs towering over a small river, it has relied on its 3 bridges, of which the oldest dates back over 400 years.
voy a negar. Que yo te agarre, baby, besos en el cuello pa' calmar la sed. Mano en tu cadera pa' pensar como es. No le vamos a bajar más nunca, mamá. Baila, mácate, como ella lo mueve. Separa, ganas de comerte, ahora son más fuertes. Quiero tenerte, no te voy a negar. Lo que grito de ti, mami, no me normal. Pero no te preocupes que soy anormal. Sé que tus amigas no le demos gustar.
Heading north, we traversed the beautiful Portugal, and we made a separate movie about it.
We arrived at the Las Medulas open air gold mine, meaning that 2000 years ago the Romans were here and turned this whole area into one open pit. Now fast forward to today. It's now a protected UNESCO World Heritage Site because the area has been transformed into a nature reserve with its typical red pillars and excavated rocks and canyons. And as you can see, we've chosen to immediately abandon the beaten path and to find our own. Because although it is a regional tourist location, many people flock here in guided tours with buses. We will try to find our own way of exploring this unique place. And this time I brought my hiking shoes. We learn every day.
Progress equals happiness.
This is a small story about how scale can matter. Because preparing for this location, I saw a lot of photos of the area with these humongous peaks. And I thought, well, wouldn't it be cool for us to just sit on top of it, tell some stories, enjoy the view, fly the drone around us and be king of the hill. But as it so appears, they turned out to be slightly bigger than I anticipated. But that's okay.
Baby, ya yo me enteré, se nota cuando me ve. Ahí donde no has llegado, sabes que yo te llevaré. Dime qué quieres beber, es que tú eres mi bebé. Y de nosotros, ¿quién va a hablar si no nos dejamos ver? Yo sé Dolce, yo sé vulgar, y cuando te lo quito, después de los paris, las copas de vino, las libras de Mari. Tú estás bien suelta, yo de safari. Tú me ves el culo fenomenal, pa' yo devorarte como animal. Si no te has venido, yo te voy a esperar. En mi cama y lo voy a celebrar. Ya yo me enteré, se nota cuando me ves. Ahí donde no has llegado, sabes que yo te llevaré. Dime qué quieres beber, es que tú eres mi bebé. Y de nosotros, ¿quién va a hablar si no nos dejamos ver?
We just went inside the cave. It was not allowed because it's too dangerous of slipping, falling, rocks coming down, etc. But we did it anyway, and I think the risks were okay because Rens and I are two strong, fit guys. We had really good shoes and we be really careful of slipping and falling, and it was amazing inside. All those tunnels, different levels, and then we went outside of this little beautiful spot and we saw the surroundings, the mountains, and we could see for maybe a kilometer. Maybe a little bit stupid, but I think it was worth it.
pa'l mundo que en marcha estoy, con mucho que ver y vivir. Con cielos azules andando voy, a un lugar así soñaba con ir.
Rens, we did it. We finished another road trip. Yeah! Yay! Our last destination, the Guggenheim Museum in Bilbao, with of course the famous spider in the background. I really enjoyed Spain. Two things stand out. First, the Hellbot. Really nice to walk around in nature, to find such a beautiful place, to play with water like a little child. And the other one was with the gold mines, exploring things, didn't know what to find.
Those locations, for example for me, sleeping under the big rock was something extraordinary. And I'm looking forward to the next movie, and we hope to catch you there. Ciao!
Don't forget to smash the like button. Boop, subscribe, boop, notifications, boop.